"Excuse me, ma'am, you don't belong here." Officer Harris's voice cut through the morning air as Dr. Camilla Brooks stepped onto the parking lot of St. Mary's Hospital. Her tailored navy blazer and black slacks did little to change the suspicion in his eyes. Behind him, Officers Cooper and Mitchell flanked his sides, hands casually resting near their belts. Camilla paused, clutching her briefcase. The hospital entrance loomed just ahead, glass doors reflecting the cloudy sky. She had rehearsed this day 100 times, but not this part. Harris stepped forward, blocking her path. "This area's restricted. Staff ID?" His tone made it clear he didn't expect her to have one. Camilla's eyes drifted past them to a large banner near the entrance. "Diversity and bias training, mandatory for all police departments." The irony stung. Mitchell snorted, eyeing her briefcase. "Saleswoman? Lawyer? You people always got a story." Cooper chuckled. "Or just lost." Around them, patients, nurses, and staff watched the scene unfold, some curious, some indifferent. No one intervened. Camilla paused, clutching her briefcase. The hospital entrance loomed just ahead, glass doors reflecting the cloudy sky. She had rehearsed this day 100 times, but not this part. Harris stepped forward, blocking her path. "This area is restricted. Staff ID?" His tone made it clear he didn't expect her to have one. Camilla's eyes drifted past them to a large banner near the entrance. "Diversity and bias training, mandatory for all police departments." The irony stung. Mitchell snorted, eyeing her briefcase. "Saleswoman? Lawyer? You people always got a story." Cooper chuckled. "Or just lost." Around them, patients, nurses, and staff watched the scene unfold, some curious, some indifferent. No one intervened. Camilla opened her mouth, then stopped. They wouldn't hear her. Not yet. As Harris gestured for her to leave, his hand grazed her shoulder, pushing her back just enough. Her briefcase slipped, falling to the pavement with a dull thud. Papers spilled across the concrete, forms, notes, a Navy folder marked with the state police seal. Harris didn't notice, but a nurse nearby did. Her eyes widened. Camilla knelt, quietly gathering her documents. Behind her, the officers kept laughing. But the nurse, she picked up the folder, reading the name, and froze. Camilla stood slowly, brushing dirt from her sleeve as the nurse hesitated, still holding the folder. The bright blue state police seal practically glowed in her hand. Harris remained oblivious, still grinning. "You okay, miss?" Mitchell asked, his voice dripping with false concern, eyes scanning her up and down like she was nothing but an inconvenience. Camilla didn't answer. Instead, she reached for the folder, her fingers lingering for a moment as she met the nurse's eyes. Recognition flickered there, and something else. Quiet understanding. But Harris was already turning away. "Better clear this area," he muttered to Cooper. "We got a lot of big shots coming through for that training nonsense. Last thing we need is trouble." Camilla's lips tightened. That training nonsense. Her training. For a second, doubt gripped her. A flash of memory. Her late husband's face, cold and still in the hospital bed. The unanswered questions. The unspoken discrimination that stole his final chance. She almost didn't come today. Almost let fear win. But not this time. The nurse's voice broke through her haze. "Ma'am, Dr. Brooks?" she whispered, low enough only they could hear. Camilla nodded. The nurse straightened, her eyes darting to the officers. "You might want to head inside. They're waiting." As Camilla turned toward the hospital doors, a new group approached. Uniformed officers, high-ranking ones, their polished badges catching the morning light. Harris stiffened. "That's, Commander Reynolds," Cooper whispered. The group swept past without a glance, disappearing inside. But Camilla? She adjusted her blazer, picked up her briefcase, and followed.
The nurse stayed behind, eyes wide, watching the officers slowly realize they'd just humiliated the woman in charge of their entire training. The training hall buzzed with quiet chatter as rows of uniformed officers filled the seats. A large projector displayed bold letters across the front wall. Statewide bias and ethics training. Mandatory. At the podium, Commander Reynolds cleared his throat, scanning the crowd. Harris, Cooper, and Mitchell stood near the back, whispering, snickering, until Reynolds' voice silenced them. Today's guest speaker leads our efforts to change this culture from the inside, Reynolds announced. Please welcome Dr. Camilla Brooks. The room hushed. The three officers froze. Camilla walked onto the stage, composed, her dark curls neatly pinned, navy blazer sharp against the bright lights. She set her briefcase down, pulling out a stack of files, the same ones that had fallen at her feet in the parking lot. Harris's face drained of color. Mitchell's mouth hung open. Camilla scanned the room, her gaze pausing just long enough on them. Then she spoke, calm and clear. Some of you met me this morning. Perhaps you didn't notice my credentials, or chose not to. She placed her ID and state-issued badge on the podium for all to see. The forms you laughed at, they authorize me to lead the bias training your careers depend on. The room tensed. No one moved. I'm not here for apologies. I'm here to make sure what happened this morning doesn't happen to the next black woman or anyone. Her eyes locked with Harris, who now looked anywhere but at her. She let the silence linger, then gathered her files. As she turned to leave the podium, she added softly, "Dignity isn't something I ask for, it's what I walk in with."